In this video, I'm going to give you the 4 apps that you need for your weight loss journey to make 2026 the best year of your life where you actually lose the 20-30 pounds that you've been trying to get off for the past few years. If you don't know who I am, my name is Gaines Mazak. I'm an online fitness coach. I hold busy professionals accountable to help them lose weight and feel their best, right? I help my client Prac lose 40 pounds in 6 months. I help my client DC lose 19 pounds in his first month. I help my client Stephanie lose 19 pounds in 4 months. We use these same apps that I'm giving you on all of my clients. So I'm not just talking out of my ass. These are proven apps that actually works, right? App number 1, which is my favorite and I find it the most important for your weight loss, is MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal is a blue app on the App Store. All the apps I'm going to give you is completely free. You need to download MyFitnessPal, create an account, and on that app, on MyFitnessPal, you'll be able to track your calories. Tracking your calories is the most important thing when it comes to weight loss, because in weight loss, all it is being in the calorie deficit. If you don't know what a calorie deficit is, we all got a maintenance of calories that our body needs to stay afloat, to maintain weight. If you want to gain weight, you will eat 500 over your calorie maintenance. But if you want to lose weight, you want to eat 300 to 500 under your maintenance, and that's called a calorie deficit. As long as you're inside of a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. But the only way that you can ensure that you're in a calorie deficit is this: if you're tracking your calories, because you'll be surprised on how much just a handful of nuts, how many calories that would give you, right? All these small bites, and you think these small trees that you feel like it's just not doing nothing, it's not affecting your weight loss. It is. If you got a handful of nuts, this can give you 300 to 500 calories without you even realizing. So it's very important that you're aware of how many calories you're eating off everything that you eat, because everything has to be intentional with fat loss, right? The reason my clients see such great results because we're intentional about everything that we do, right? We're tracking our calories, we're tracking our steps, we're tracking our weights that we're lifting in the gym, we're tracking our sleep, we're tracking the energy, we're tracking how our clothes fit on it, right? Everything has to be tracked, everything has to be intentional. So on MyFitnessPal, you'll be able to track your calories. And when you download that and when you eat food, you want to go on MyFitnessPal and you want to log in the foods that you ate, right? And to make this the most accurate assessment of how much food that you ate, it's very important that you get your food scale. When you have a food scale, you'll be able to track your foods in grams, ounces, pounds, milliliters, right? So I recommend getting a food scale so you can actually track this on your food scale. Then you can plug those numbers in that you weighed on the food scale inside MyFitnessPal. And this is how you would make the best out of MyFitnessPal. But if you don't have a tracker, you could probably use a measuring cup or probably just try to eyeball it. Not the best way to do it, not the best way to go about it, but it's still doable to get results, right? But once you start tracking your calories on MyFitnessPal, you can ensure that you're inside that calorie deficit. And if you're inside the calorie deficit and like you 100% inside the calorie deficit, like you're fully aware and you're tracking calories and you know how much you put in your body, it's impossible for you not to lose weight, right? So MyFitnessPal, I use that on all my clients, right? If you're not exercising as much as you want to, if you're not moving as much as you should be, at the very least, you should be tracking your calories, right? Because even if you don't exercise and you put yourself in a calorie deficit, you'll still be able to lose weight. So app number 1 is MyFitnessPal, all right? App number 2 is the Health app. The Health app, if you have an iPhone, the Health app is already on your phone, right? It's already downloaded on your phone. And what the Health app will do is it will track your steps for you. Steps and movement is like one of the most important things when it comes to weight loss, because moving your body burns calories, and all weight loss is burning calories. So if you get enough steps per day, you'll be able to burn calories, boost your metabolism to keep on running smoothly, and then you'll be able to drop the weight. I usually recommend my clients for 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. 8,000 for the ones who are super busy and don't have that much time on their hands. I usually recommend 8K, right? Just to get some movement in. 10K is the goal for all my clients. If you walk 10K steps every single day for 7 days a week, you will lose 1 pound of body fat per day, right? And the way that you will ensure that you actually get 10K steps is on that Health app. They'll be able to track your steps as long as you got your phone on you, if you got it in your pocket, if you got it in your hand, it will track your steps automatically. Then you don't have to worry about how much steps you got. You will already track it, right? And to get 10,000 steps, you usually around an hour and 30 minutes to get to 10,000 steps. To get to 8K steps, you usually around 45 minutes to an hour, right? So every day you need to be on the Health app, tracking your steps, making sure that you are getting enough steps. If you're not moving that much per day, it's going to be very hard for you to lose the weight, because your body will hold on to the fat on your body for energy, because it's slowing down your metabolism. When you don't move that much, it slows down your metabolism. You want your metabolism to keep on running smoothly throughout your fat loss and your weight loss journey, so you can be able to lose the weight. If your metabolism running smoothly, it will burn calories, you will lose fat, you will sweat, you will burn calories. So you want to download the Health app. You want to download MyFitnessPal. Those apps are two very important apps that will guarantee that you actually lose the weight in 2026. App number 3, it may be funny to say this, you may be wondering why I'm saying this, is Google Calendar. With Google Calendar, you'll be able to schedule your workouts. I recommend actually scheduling your workouts and treating it like a doctor's appointment, treating it like a hair appointment, whatever appointments that you may show up to, that you take very seriously. If you was able to just schedule your workouts in Google Calendar and treat it like an appointment, it'll make it so much easier for you to stay on track throughout your fitness journey, right? So find a blank time in your schedule. Between getting off work and dinner, you schedule your workout between that, you'll be able to stay consistent with your fitness journey. But I recommend scheduling your workout, right? So you can know what time you're going. When you just take all the decisions off the table when it comes to your fitness journey, it'll make it easier for you to just stay consistent, right? So if you're already scheduling your time and you're saying, I'm gonna go out this time because I have some free time, it's gonna be easy for you to just go in the house, put your shoes on, put your clothes on, and walk out the door, right? But if you having to make all these decisions after a long day at work, having to take care of the kids, now you're trying to figure out where to fit your workout in. There's so much decisions you have to make, and that can cause decision fatigue. When you have decision fatigue, now it's very easy for you to just say, fuck this, I'm just not gonna go to the gym. Right, so schedule your workouts every single day and treat it as if it was a doctor's appointment, if it was a school meeting with your kids, as if something that's very important, right? Like make this a non-negotiable, because fitness is all about just consistency, right? Just being consistent for a long period of time. It's not about perfection. It's about just staying consistent long enough to actually see results, right? So if you do miss your workouts, like just stay consistent during the journey, get back on track, schedule your workouts, treat it like a non-negotiable, you'll be able to lose the weight, right? Everything I'm telling you guys when it comes to scheduling your workouts, now I schedule my clients' workouts every single week, right? So that's why my clients are able to see amazing results, right? As you guys heard before, all my clients that I just named, if you want to keep on naming clients, I can. My client Jamie lost 11 pounds that first month working with me, lost 15, quit smoking after 15 years. My clients see amazing results. So I'm giving you the same thing that I give my clients, right? If you use these apps, it's guaranteed that you lose weight, right? And the fourth app that I want to give to you guys is eatthismuch.com. Eatthismuch.com will generate meal plans for you. If you go in there, you make an account, you tell them what foods you like, you tell them your macros, as in your calories, your fats, your carbs, your protein, they will create you meal plans. And you can be able to customize the meal plans. You can replace the meals with different meals. They will give you a list of meals that you can be able to choose from to add to your meal plan. It's very, like I said earlier, you need to be very intentional about your day. Right, so you need to know how much calories, how much protein, how much fats, how much carbs you need to be eating on a day-to-day basis, right? And you need to know what meals you need to be eating. And you need to know what time you need to be eating your meals. Like I said, if you got too much decision fatigue, it's gonna be easy for you to just say, no, I'm not gonna do this. But if you already plan these things out, you know what time you need to be eating after you get off work. You know you need to be eating breakfast and what you should be eating for breakfast. You need to know how much protein you need to get each meal, right? If you have all these already listed out, it's gonna be easier for you to stay consistent. That's why it's very important to plan ahead, schedule in your calendar, track your foods on MyFitnessPal, use the health app to track your steps, right? Get on Eat This Much, let them create a meal plan for you, right? And have all these things set up. Like if you combine all this together, you'll have everything organized, you'll have everything planned out, right? So now all you gotta do is just follow the plan, right? With that being said, the 4 apps will guarantee that you lose weight, but the hard part is to stay consistent. That's the majority problem for most people. A lot of you guys know what to do, you're just not doing the thing. And that comes from the mindset, right? What is coming up in your head that's causing you to push this off, right? It's something that you're telling yourself. You may be being easy for yourself. You may be feeling sorry for yourself. It's something that you're telling yourself in your head that's causing you to not stay consistent on your journey. Maybe you're saying, I'm tired, I should sit down. Or I've been consistent all week. Maybe one day won't hurt, right? Or maybe it's the weekend. You're saying weekends don't count. It's something that you're telling yourself and a belief that you keep telling yourself that's making you fall off with your fitness journey. Another thing that may cause you guys to fall off track is if you're doing this all alone. If you're doing your fitness journey all alone by yourself, you're making it 10 times harder for you to stay consistent. Because we all human. We all get decision fatigue. We all get tired. Our brain is designed to keep us safe, not happy. So our brain is going to pick the path of least resistance every single time. So if you've had a long day at work, and you're tired, you're feeling tired, your brain is going to tell you take the day off and get some rest, go sit on the couch, watch some TV, and then this will cause binge eating. Like all the dots connect together, right? So you need someone to at least hold you accountable, whether that's your cousin, whether that's your mom, whether that's a fitness coach. Somebody needs to hold you accountable so you can stay on track, right? Somebody holding you to a higher standard, making sure that you're doing the inputs required for you to lose the weight. If you can't have someone to hold you accountable, maybe post about it on social media. If you post about it on social media, you have something to hold up to, right? If you tell everybody you're gonna do a 30-day challenge on Instagram, people are watching you, and then you're not gonna want to let them down, right? So have some form of accountability system. That's the reason why most people fall off track doing it alone, right? So have some form of accountability and reflect on the thoughts that you're telling yourself that's causing you to skip the gym. The beliefs that you're telling yourself over and over again that's starting to build up inside your mind that's causing you to miss the gym, right? So those are 4 apps that you need to lose weight, right? My clients lost tons of pounds combined just by using these 4 apps, right? So I know it works. If it's not working for you, you're skipping some steps. Maybe you're on MyFitnessPal tracking the big meals, but you're not tracking the small bites that you had at work. Or maybe you ate your kids' snacks from school, or just had one bite of your kids' snacks, and that was like 200, 300 calories without you noticing, right? Like I said earlier, you need to be very intentional about what you're doing on a day-to-day basis to guarantee weight loss like my clients, right? And if you find this video helpful, subscribe to the channel, share this video to your friend, and I'll be dropping more content like this, more value to help you lose weight. And if you want to work with me personally, one-on-one, to help you lose 30, 40 pounds like my client Pratt, all you gotta do is click the link in my description. You can book a one-on-one strategy call with me. And what we'll do on this call is, we'll get an understanding of where you at, where you wanna go, and we'll come up with a game plan to guarantee results. Besides that, I'll catch you guys in the next video.